Hi everybody, this is your girl Adriana Stewart, and I am back with another video. Just at the gym. So what I'm about to talk about is something that I definitely tried to shy away from, but God kept bringing me right back to it. And it's something that I am learning because God is prepping me and getting me ready, and He wants me to tell you what He is teaching me. So He feels into me, and I pour out to you guys what He feels inside of me. And we're going to talk about the Song of Solomon. And the Song of Solomon is a love story in the Bible, which is amazing. I love it. And it's a beautiful story about a young country girl, it says in the Bible, and King Solomon, which King Solomon was the third king of Israel. And they were lovers. Oh, that's so sweet, right? And it just shows how God, He is about loving, your partner, and that intensity and just that passion. God, He's about that. He just wants to do with the right person and the right one that He chooses for us. It says, these lovers express intense passion and deep longing for each other. That's amazing. The author of the Song of Solomon is Solomon, the son of David and the third king of Israel. Like I told you guys, he had wisdom and he did poetry, which is amazing because I do poetry. So I honestly feel like God, He directed me to this because I can relate to it because I love poetry. He did poetry. He was wise. I'm wise. Not just playing. Solomon was the richest king to rule Israel. Okay, so Solomon pursued his wife and made visits to see her quite often. Then Solomon proposed to her. It says one should always count the cost of marriage to a particular person before the marriage. So pretty much we need to make sure that we're doing these steps in the right way. Courtship. This is really talking about courtship, and it's really talking about strongly talking about making sure we're waiting to make love to our husband and wife after marriage and not before, because we can definitely get wrapped up into our emotions, definitely get wrapped up into, oh, I love him, and this person might not even be equally yoked with you. This person might not even, God probably didn't even choose this one for you, and your husband might be out there, your wife might be out there, but you're still stuck on somebody else because you have soul ties connected to you. When you make love, have sex with someone, that's a soul tie that enters inside of you. That can be connected to you and make you want to stay with this person and be with this person. And this person is not meant for you. It will not work. It just won't. You can try to make it work. It's people that's been together 50 years, and they are not meant to be together, but they're still settling, making it work because they're just so used to it. So, God wants to give us the best. He wants us to have the best because we deserve the best. We are His children. He does not want us to settle, and He wants us to do things the right way. The right way. That's all He wants from us. And then when you do have sex with someone, you get emotionally drawn to this person, and it's so hard to disconnect that and break that because you're doing something that a husband and wife is supposed to do, because once you get married, you are one. You're two. You're single. This is me. This is you. And then once you get married, you become one person. So when you make love, that's uniting you guys together. And if you're really not equally yoked to be united together, that's not a good thing. And there's nothing that's going to come good out of that. Okay? So, it says, again, there is a strong warning against premarital sex because people should not allow sexual passion to stir before they have gotten to know each other, until they have worked out the problems of their relationship, until they have counted the cost of marriage. So again, the time that, we enter into a courtship, and again, a courtship is two people their longing purpose is marriage. And they get together, and God is in the center of it. They get together. Their goal is to be married. But this grace period, they're getting to know each other. We got to be having purpose with our relationships. We just can't be getting in a relationship with people and not have no purpose. And we just dating For what? Like, what's the purpose? Please tell me. I know, if it's meant to be, it'll be, but we can't just be dating people just to date them. If you're not ready to be married with someone, do not date anyone. Do not get in a relationship with someone, because that's settling, and that's just filling a void for you. You feeling a void because you're lonely. Don't do that. Allow God to fill that void, because no one will ever fill the void for you. You will always be searching for something you will never find until you find God. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So this grace period before we get married is for you two to get to know each other. And like I post on Facebook, there's 4 stages. My friend, we talked about this, and I was like, oh, that's a good way to put that. I gotta use that. So 4 stages. The first stage, I feel like, is friendship. Getting to really know someone just on a friendship level, and just seeing, who they are as a person. And then you want to figure out, if this person I can court, is this person equally yoked with me? Do we have some type of connection? Are we spiritually connected? Then, if you are, let's do courtship. And however long this is going to take. It might take a year for you guys to be friends, to figure out, okay, this is the person I want to court. It might take 2 days. It might take a month. But I definitely feel like the friendship should be first, because that's your foundation. Friendship in God. God always has to be the foundation. It's always good to be with someone that loves God and has a relationship with God. You don't want to be unequally yoked with each other. This person cannot be this, and then you got to be you this. Because then, when you guys have children together, you get married, one, you're going to be telling your child one thing, he's going to be telling the child other thing. It has to be united together. You guys have to be a family as one. As one. That was my problem, when I was with someone, he was over here, I was over there. Now my daughter, she knows 2 different things. She doesn't know all together. And it's always good for us to be on the same level. Everything should be on the same level, because your husband is going to be the head of the ship. And God's going to be ahead of him, and you're going to be behind him. Okay, now if he talking about something else and you behind him, then y'all both going to be going different ways. Y'all not going to be in line with each other, and it's not going to work. It's not. It's never going to work. You guys got to be on the same level. You got to, ladies, submit to your husbands. Okay, respect him. And men, love your wives. That's how it should be. You're supposed to. So, yeah. So, and that's another thing. It says a seal is a symbol of possession or ownership. The king's wife wanted him to feel a total ownership of her in his heart. She committed only to him, and he committed only to her. And that's not saying that he's going to rule over you. No. It's saying that, you need to submit to your husband. That means that you need to, he basically has a final say. So, you guys are going to communicate together and talk about everything together. But at the end of the day, like, you're going to trust him to make the right decision and allow God to make the decision for him. So, yeah, that's what we need to do. So, but yeah, before we even get to marriage, that's after they got married. Before then, we definitely need to make sure that we do things the right way. So, there's friendship, courtship, which is courtship, no sex comes in between all of this. Courtship, really praying and fasting together, spending time with their family, go over their family's house, you go over their family's house, really seeing them interact with other people, seeing how they are, seeing if you guys even connect on that level. This is a different level. Now y'all thinking about marriage together, so y'all need to start acting like it. Really, no physical. No, I know you like them. You probably love them by now, but we got to stay focused. Focus on the prize. And that's another thing. You got to be adamant about it. You got to resist temptation. If you can resist temptation for however many long and then y'all get married, that's amazing. You guys can get through anything if y'all can get through this. Let's not